What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series Talk Show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
Sup, guys?
And today, it's time for the top 10 Black Series figures of 2021. Another fantastic year for the Black Series.
Yeah, I would say 2020 was a hair better.
I would agree.
Overall for the line, but there was still a lot of great releases this year. And if you were to truly look at the master list of 2021 releases, you would be surprised, or you might be surprised, by just how much new we got. Because that's been a lot of criticism lately, is reuse, repack, repaint, etc. But I still think it was a solid year.
No, absolutely. And putting together this list was pretty difficult because there was a lot of brand new great figures this year. We've got a few honorable mentions before we jump into the actual 1 through 10.
Yeah, and a little preliminary thing is that we are omitting Wave 31.
Yes.
I know Mike Case included Wave 31 in his top 10. It's a great video. We're not, and that's fine. Action Figure 411 considers them 2022 releases. I think they were originally intended for 2022. The overwhelming majority of collectors will not get them until 2022. Dorkside had a few early cases.
Right.
And that's it. And it's fine. It's just toys and it's just a list. It's fine.
Yep. Just some arbitrary rules. But of course, before we jump in, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about the Black Series here on the channel. And jumping into our honorable mentions here, we've got 2 this year. Yeah. We have the Elite Squad Trooper, which, honorable mention. You already know this list is going to be a heater.
Yeah.
When the Elite Squad Trooper is honorable mention status.
Right, absolutely.
And then also Q90.
Yeah, Q90 was just such a pleasant surprise. Nice details on him, and that articulation on like a protocol-ish droid, off the charts.
Oh, yeah.
With the articulation. And then Elite Squad Trooper, same deal. And it is like a hybrid clone of, because it has like the double jointed legs, but then it's like the new clone, like upper torso and the arms.
Right.
They fixed the helmet issue. I don't know if any of them were warped. I'm sure there are, but I think they like fixed that warping issue for the Elite Squad Trooper, generally speaking. Great looking trooper, great looking droid. Again, there's just been so many great releases. It was hard to, especially that Elite Squad Trooper, for me, I was like, I love that figure so much.
Yeah, but, there was 10 other figures we felt were even better than the Elite Squad Trooper this year. So jumping in to the actual list itself, we'll start out with number 10, which is Deluxe Wrecker. We were sort of juggling what Bad Batch character to put on the list because we didn't want to do all 3 because of course
they are all essentially, I look at them, I'm like, they're all they do the same things.
True.
As far as like articulation, for the most part, the details are there for the most part. Like Hunter, Crosshair, and Tech are all great figures, but Wrecker is just on another level, I feel like, since he is that big bulky boy, but they still pack so much great articulation in there.
Yeah.
Butters, you guys already know, but we're a big fan of Butters. It would be much higher on this list if they had the yellow detail on the vibro knife like Hunter's knife has, as well as the scarring on the face if they would have painted that in a little bit more. It's just those little things that I'm like, we both pretty much agreed. We're like, he's going on the list, but number 10.
Right. And also deluxe price, not really a deluxe figure.
Right. Coming in at number 9, this one might be out of left field. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this one, and that is Darth Maul, Sith Apprentice, out of the little like Legends comics wave that they did earlier in 2021.
Right. Completely
new from the waist up. Fantastic head sculpt, butterfly, like the updated torso on that Maul is pretty incredible. The lightsaber is great. Again, would have been higher if it was new from the waist down, or if it was like a Clone Wars Maul.
Right. Yeah. I think the figure, though, is still obviously a great upgrade from the previous Maul.
Oh, yeah.
They fixed the hips on this new one, too. So while it still is the old legs, they at least work a little bit better. Like he can actually stand up straight and not like, you know, in like an A shape. Also really like the photoreal on the figure, and the new, like,
he looks scared.
The grinning expression, and the horns are actually like sharp too, because if you look at the original MAUL, the horns are actually kind of like round, they're like rounded off.
Okay, yeah. And for such an iconic character, it's like it was so worth the upgrade, even though it's not like the Phantom Menace look.
Yeah, I mean, technically it is still a canon appearance because they reused the shirtless MAUL look for that Marvel comic book.
Okay.
So even though it is from the Dark Horse version, like, I still consider it a canon look because they reused the shirtless MAUL appearance.
And it's like, it's MAUL.
Right.
It's still the Sith Lord known as MAUL. And again, it was just such a nice upgrade compared to that original Phantom Menace figure. Definitely deserved a spot on the list.
And that brings us to number 8, which was actually the very first figure we purchased on New Year's Day last year, and that is the Deluxe Jar Jar Binks. Say what you will about the character, this figure is an absolute masterpiece. Easily the best paint app details of the year, in our opinion. Which
we said in our awards video that was fan voted, so check that out if you haven't. It was last week's episode. Our personal choice was Jar Jar. Like, the spotting on the skin and the face and the eyes, like the photoreal application on the eyes, like you said last week, incredible. I mean, the accessories. He comes with an accessory that is as big as him.
Yep. And
it's purple, like transparent, like it's super cool. The accessories that it comes with, I think it justifies the price because, again, it was just the $29.99.
Right, for a brand new head-to-toe figure.
Yeah, brand new mold head-to-toe. Should have came with the goofy face.
Yep,
that's maybe a little tongue action.
That's my one knock is I kind of wish, you know, I would have deleted some of those other accessories to get an alternate goofy head. Right. Just because I feel like it's Jar Jar. You got to have a silly head.
And he doesn't actually use some of those accessories in the film.
Exactly. So,
but yeah,
I mean, it's still nice that we got all of those awesome looking accessories. However, I don't pose my Jar Jar with any of them.
Really? I pose him with the shield just because it's such like a... I just couldn't believe they did the shield.
Yeah, I've got my Jar Jar holding the Boomba.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Speaking of accessories and deluxe figures, coming in at number 7, Cal Kestis, the Deluxe Gaming Greats figure. This just, like, is every meaning of the word deluxe. World building stuff is in this pack, included with this figure, such as the Bogling and the Jedi Holocron. That to me are like the two things that jump out to me as like, the Bogling is actually one of the crew members of the Mantis, and the Jedi Holocron, like, we'd never had a Holocron in the line before, so it was a perfect way to get a Holocron in the line.
And then it doesn't even stop there because we also get BD-1.
Yeah,
we also
a different look of BD-1 too.
You also get the blue lightsaber. You get a double-bladed green lightsaber. This amount of accessories, pretty much unheard of in the Black Series, and even though that the figure is mostly just reuse from the original Cal Kestis, I think the addition of the poncho and all the accessories,
the hood,
it's like you can't deny that this was one of the best figures of 2021, just based on $29.99, and it was loaded with accessories. 2 lightsabers, a creature, and a droid.
Yeah, and the Holocron.
All in one box.
And it's like GameStop exclusive and deluxe, and it was still just $29.99. So great value there. The only thing holding it back from going higher is should have came with a hand that can hold the Holocron, kind of like the Red Skull can hold the Tesseract, Marvel Legend. And also the lightsaber technically should be half Jaro Tapal and half Seer. Just a minor little nitpick, gripe sort of thing. But since you can customize the lightsaber in-game, not that big of a deal.
And then this figure is not actually a deluxe figure. However, it was still loaded with accessories. And our number 6 pick is the Amazon exclusive Artillery Stormtrooper from The Mandalorian. Granted, this figure was a 26 $49er,
Yeah.
which is the new exclusive price. But we got a brand new pauldron. We got the actual mortar, shells for the mortar.
Yeah, the setup, the whole shindig, 4 shells.
An E11 and a backpack.
With storage.
Yes.
For all 4 of the mortar shells and the E11.
Yep.
And it's not a deluxe. Super, like, I couldn't believe that that figure was not a deluxe. Comes with so much bang for your buck, if you will. And it's on the new 2020 Stormtrooper body, and we just love that body so much. There will probably be some variant of that Stormtrooper on every top 10 list going forward in the years to come. I love how you can get him in that pose of loading the mortar, sticking that shell in there, and hypothetically having it blast out. Just such a great figure all around. It's just such a satisfying shelf presence, fantastic articulation, and an odd amount of accessories.
Yep, for this late in the Black Series game, for a standard figure to be loaded up like that, it was a welcome surprise, and that's why it's number 6 on the list this year.
Okay, it's that time. We're getting into the top 5. And top 5 is a standardly released figure, ASAJJ Ventress. Fantastic figure. Packing that much articulation into a slim female figure. That's a feat in and of itself. Lightsabers are great. Soft goods drape thing.
Some of the best soft goods probably in the line, period. It's actually doesn't feel like a cheap material. It feels good. It looks good. It's got that like shimmer to it.
Yeah.
So definitely one of those figures where you're like, yeah, this absolutely needed the soft goods, and they killed it with the soft goods. You get her lightsaber storage too.
Yeah.
The classic right in the front there.
Right.
And
the photoreal looks great.
Right, that's what I was going to say, is the photoreal translation of making, you know, Ventress live action.
Yeah.
Looks so good. She looks so scary.
Oh, yeah.
And I would love to see Ventress live action somehow.
And I would love to see more Ventress figures.
Oh, yeah. I would take...
the different looks.
I would absolutely take... I mean, the figure itself, if you look under the skirt, I mean, she's got basically the costume she normally wears when she doesn't have, like, the long skirt piece on.
Or, like, the bounty hunter look in the later seasons.
Or a Tartakovsky look.
Oh!
Ooh, the black and gray costume would be... If they did a wave 2 of the Tartakovsky Clone Wars figures, please. I would love to see Ventress in her classic original appearance.
I would take any additional look
of
Ventress, and she's such an iconic character from a beloved show as well, so I'm like, it was worth the wait.
Yep, absolutely. And that takes us to another figure that we waited quite a long time for, but it was well worth the wait. Our number 4 pick is Lady BO-KATAN KRYZE. Another absolute banger figure. Some of the best photoreal in the line as well. That sculpt mixed with the photoreal looks so accurate to Katie Sackhoff.
It might just be the best photoreal that we've ever... because it's the one where I'm like, ooh, she looks alive. Like, it's like, it looks like a little mini BO-KATAN. I'm like, that's the only one where I've ever been like, I'm almost a little creeped out by how real that looks. And yeah, the paint is great. A little bit of lacking on the holster.
Yeah.
But their articulation, everything else, more than makes up for it. The nice, unique Night Owl helmet.
She's got butterfly joints, again, on a slim, slender female body.
Yep.
Having butterfly joints, the deep cut elbows. Bo is just pretty much perfect. Yeah, she suffers from the knee pad issue, where the knee pads are on the wrong part of the leg, so that does look a little bit weird, but I can honestly look past that.
Yeah,
because of just how great the figure is.
And it spawned an additional great figure that's not on this list with KRYZE.
Right.
Which is another banging, juicy blue, basically BO-KATAN with a different head and a slightly different sculpted helmet and one less holster. That's another great figure, so I'm like, you know, maybe pump out some more Night Owl Mandalorians, although trying to remember all the ones if we see like any additional ones in Rebels. But yeah, great, fantastic figure, definitely deserving in the top 10. All right, it's time for the top 3. Let's jump right into it, Nate. ARC Trooper Echo is our number 3, the Clone Wars Target exclusive stuff. That happened in 2021. That was a nightmare. But they spawned some fantastic figures. And Echo is just that, a magnificent figure.
Yep. The first ARC Trooper to come to the Black Series, and they just absolutely hit it out of the park.
Like the chest stuff and the double pauldron.
Yep. Removable helmet with painted face underneath, thankfully. Not just unpainted with the removable helmet glued on.
The face looks great, too.
Oh, absolutely. It was a welcome.
The little rocket dart thing actually is painted. Like that nice chrome silverish paint.
Yeah, the comma being the soft plastic, you know, a little bit of a bummer, but I still think the figure works well, and it barely inhibits the articulation.
Yeah, it's true.
So ultimately, I don't think that was enough to, you know, knock this figure down from where it was. And we've got a few more ARC Troopers coming in the line. And
Umbra, Jesse,
Echo is anything to go off of, we're in for a serious treat for the upcoming ARC Trooper figures coming this year. Now in 2022. So yeah, ARC Trooper Echo, I mean, we knew it was going to be a banger, and you know, including all the clone weapons, awesome.
Yep, both DC-15s and both DC-17 pistols.
The most shocking part for me was this was actually the first of the 4 Clone Wars figures I found in store. And just had 3 of them sitting on the shelf, just waiting for me.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Yeah. So Echo is a great figure. Hopefully everyone out there was able to pick him up for retail price. If not, I hope that we get a Galaxy packaging release for all of the Clone Wars figures.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was such a great figure. Number 3, you know, it had to be done. And number 2 is part of the same wave, and this is the Obi-Wan Kenobi, General Obi-Wan Kenobi.
See, this is when we get into like just personal favorite. Like, it's our list. These are just like our personal favorites. This was such a long time coming, and just one of my most anticipated figures of all time. I feel like huge 3D Clone Wars fan. I love that look of Obi-Wan with the armor, with like the tan under piece, and the Ewan McGregor head to top it all off. And it's that, you know, he's wearing the clone armor on the arms, so it's like he has the vertical hinge on the lightsaber hand.
Yep.
Anakin doesn't, because it's not the clone arms. So I'm like, Obi-Wan is just like that much better because of that vertical hinge.
Yep.
Looks amazing. It's a masterpiece figure for me.
Yeah, I really don't see much I would change about the figure if I could, because it just really nails everything you want. Good articulation. I mean, yeah, he only comes with his lightsaber, but realistically, that's all you need at the end of the day for your Obi-Wan.
Right.
The fact that it's the Ewan McGregor likeness and it looks so good, whereas I feel, you know, they fumbled a little bit with Anakin. They also fumbled with Anakin again, reusing the episode 3 body. Yeah. So,
true.
Obi-Wan being, I think the torso was new, but the arms and the legs are the 2020 Clone Trooper body. So
I think that's right.
That mix-up there, so good.
It is.
So good.
Such a satisfying shelf presence. Seriously, one of my, again, just personal favorite Black Series figures, period. It's one of those that I just couldn't put down once I got it. Shout out to David, Wolfstalker25, for confirming us those Obi-Wan Kenobi figures.
Yes.
And the moment you have all been waiting for, our number one. It's no surprise. This mad lad swept the Black Series awards. It is Boba Fett Deluxe Return of the Jedi. Vast improvement over the Empire Strikes Back version. It looks better. It has grade A articulation, butterfly joints. He can aim down the sight of his newly sculpted weapon.
Yep.
And he comes with a ton of accessories. Just tons of stuff. The rope that shoots out.
Yep.
His blaster that was a new mold and actually has paint on it. The rocket comes out so you can blast it out. The blast off effects on the jetpack itself.
Flame effects.
Flame effects. Flame
You also
thrower.
get the sliced in half blaster as well, which is also painted.
Yep. I mean,
so
it's jam-packed, and again, for $30.
Right. And it's brand new figure, head to toe, easily the most improved. And I think, you said that, but it's true. You look at the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett, you look at this new Return of the Jedi one, you're like, are these even the same line of action figures? Because they're so different.
Right.
And I hope we get some more Boba Fetts on this new body, some more Mandalorians in general, maybe a Jango Fett on this body.
That could be cool.
I think Jango Fett's...
They would have to like change up the armor bits and everything,
right.
but it could probably work. I know people are going to be commenting, really? After that pinched helmet fiasco? No. Heat that bad boy up. There were some people commenting last week, like, this... I'm like, bro, just heat it up a little bit. Maybe push on the helmet a little bit. You're not going to break it. Hot water, warm water even, or a hair dryer. Matt Bryant has a great video explaining how to fix it. It's super simple. Check out that video. That's not a valid criticism, I'll say it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to do it, but it literally takes 15 seconds.
Yeah. That's what we said in the Black Series Awards video too. If it was a more difficult fix, yes, we would absolutely be scrutinizing the figure. But since it was literally just a 10-second quick fix, it's kind of just like, yeah, ultimately it doesn't impact our opinion on the figure because all of the goodness that comes with it way overweighs that tiny issue.
Could have used a wash.
Oh,
especially on the under the armor bits in the cloth.
Right.
Because the jetpack should have been a darker shade of yellow as well.
Right. It is Return of the Jedi Boba, so you want him to be a little bit grittier and grimier. And the undersuit for the armor just being, just kind of that cream color that it is. It's like, why does he look so clean? This is Return of the Jedi. Like, his green armor is all chipped up and crazy looking. And then his suit.
Right.
He took the undersuit off. Got it dry cleaned at Jabba's, put it back on, and then put his chipped armor on over it.
So I think that's what happened.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what happened. But yeah, I mean, it's no surprise. I think this is pretty much everyone's number one figure of the year. If, not number one, it's in the top 3.
Yeah.
So you knew it was coming. We're both huge Return of the Jedi fans as well.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
And for me personally, Return of the Jedi Boba Fett is the version of Boba Fett I like the most with the red gauntlets.
Yeah. And again, like the value.
Yeah.
Think about $29.99 and then think about a GameStop Gaming Greats, which after shipping and tax would be $30-something. And then just think back to that $29.99 Boba Fett that came with an unbelievable amount of dope accessories.
Yep.
The value was just there for a brand new, newly sculpted figure. Amazing.
And there you have it. That was our top 10 Black Series figures of 2021. Of course, we would love to know what your top 10 is in the comments down below there. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. We also, for 99 cents a month, have a channel membership where you can get some custom emojis and Clone Trooper name badges that change based on how long you are a member of the Basement Dweller Army. And of course, it's helping to support us to keep the lights on here in the basement.
Yep.
These lights ain't free. Thank you to each and every one of our channel members. It's awesome that we are so close to getting the 501st helmet.
Yep.
So
any day now.
Any day now. We've got some 6-month supporters coming up here, so thank you very much to all of our members, new and old.
Yep.
And if you can't become a member, no worries. We always just appreciate everyone who watches, likes, subscribes. That's good enough for us as well, so we appreciate everyone who watches. We also live stream every single Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Sometimes it's just me and Justin. Sometimes we've got a guest on. This coming week, we do have Action Display joining us.
All the way from Croatia.
This is going to be a very fun episode. We're going to be talking all sorts of Black Series, what it's like collecting in Croatia, talking about the posing that he does on his channel. If you're not familiar with Action Display, you will be after this upcoming stream. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.